What up YouTube, your boy the Flying Spanner here. Today I've got an airport update for you, the UK version of course. So, today's video is based on early morning rush hour, well, really early morning up, so about 6:20. This is based out on a Monday morning. So you'd think it would be a bit quieter for a Monday, but today is absolutely hectic because there's a massive tailwind over the Atlantic, so all the arrivals coming in from the US are getting at least 10-15 minutes early, so it's caused a bit of chaos in the tower. So cracking on with that, we have got quite a few aircraft now on the deck, which is always a good news, and something's just arriving. Lovely. So, just arriving into the airport. Ooh, I don't know what happened there. Just arriving into the airport, we have the Delta A330-200. So I need to not go. I didn't realize you could go past two time zoom. Okay, it's just weird because it keeps flipping side to side. Arriving in Delta A330-200. So this is quite a weird route. So this aircraft operates only one cycle of this at the moment. So it's arriving in from Detroit, then it heads out to Salt Lake City, then tomorrow on the Tuesday it will arrive in from Salt Lake City and then head back out to Detroit. So it does a little bit of a cycle, which is quite an interesting one. So we have the two Delta routes of this route and then a daily A330neo which operates at Atlanta. Then as per usual, I'll work my way down the board and back up. So, arrived in early. This is the Virgin arrival from Los Angeles and heads back out to JFK. This is the 787 route. And what's quite weird with these two early morning Virgin flights is at the moment there is only a JFK and LA in the morning. So this one's arrived in from Los Angeles and will then head out to JFK. Then the other aircraft is doing the vice versa, so arrives in from JFK and then will head out to Los Angeles. So this aircraft is just making use of the holding stand, the holding area, because its gate is still currently occupied. And as I said, these early arrivals causing absolute chaos because they're not being able to fit out the departures directly on time, so everything's kind of taking a bit of a knock-on effect today. So it's quite a nice update to do. So just after the Virgin, on the other remote stand, we have the United 767. This aircraft has just arrived on from Chicago O'Hare and will be heading back out to O'Hare. Then first terminal stand, we have a Qatar 777-200LR. So this aircraft would eventually be replaced by the 787-9. At the moment, we're just waiting for that to arrive, purely because it's just nicer to have the 787, and usually it's a 350-1000, but because we've only got the one stand, so it's always a bit of a tight squeeze for the 1000 in the morning. So they've kind of swapped the aircraft around, so it's always going to be a smaller Qatar aircraft in the morning now, and then a 350-1000 kind of in the afternoon, and the afternoon service. So this is on a 2-hour turn, so it's just arrived in, bags going off, loads of activity around that stand, as you can see. Then next in, just turned on stand, engine shut down, jetty going on, all activity happening. The Virgin Atlantic A350, and as I said before, this one's arriving in from JFK and will be heading out to Los Angeles. They are now operating passenger flights, which is always good to hear. Then swiftly behind that, we have a TUI 757. This aircraft is heading out to Antalya. So this aircraft has had to get special permission from to do the pushback because of the Jet2 where it's holding. The normal pushback procedure would be a bit of a struggle, so They're doing a bit more of a special pushback where the aircraft has to take a bit of a tighter angle. They still can make it. I've already tested it. They can still make it. There's just a wing walker constantly on the on the right hand side. Sorry, making sure they don't get too close to that Jet2. So that is what's going on with the TUI. So then the Jet2 737, which is holding, that is heading out to Kefalonia, I believe is EFL. So that's actually looks quite nice having the two aircraft holding again, using the two hold points. Then, so that stand is what the Virgin 78 is going on. Then, moving on to stand number 4, we have two EasyJets, both ready to push. Tugs are both connected. So the A321 is heading out to Tenerife south, and then the A320 is heading out to Malaga. That one's literally just called up. So once the TUI pushes, they'll basically do, the EasyJets will do a simultaneous pushback. So the TUI will end up kind of over here, covering this area here, which should leave hopefully enough room for the EasyJet 321 to push out this. No, sorry, I'm getting confused now. So the A320 will be the first one to push. That one will push this way, come down, come to this whole point here, which is a bit better. I need to put a tug release point there. And then the 321 will do pretty much the same. So it will come round, but they'll probably try and do another tight turn. So it's facing this way, and we'll do a tight turn around here, base itself there. So that's just waiting for the Jet2 to go. So then the 321 can come off this way, and then the 320 will be holding here, waiting for the 321. So that's that covered. Next up, we have the night stop KLM. So this is tonight's aircraft is the Embraer 175, I believe it is. I don't think it's a 170 because it's got the, I think it's got the upgraded winglets. It's the Gemini release, and I really like this model. I like the look of the Embraers. Of course, I love the KLM livery. So this aircraft is heading out to Amsterdam. Then next up, final 4, final half of the board kind of thing. You have the TUI 737-800, and this aircraft is heading out to Zante. Final bags going on this aircraft. Departs about 7 o'clock. And behind that, we've got the Jet2 Holidays, or Jet2.com, A321. This is my custom model, it's not the NG, so please don't expect the this is, as you can tell, it's not. I really hope this wasn't the NG version, as it's probably not the best, especially the engines. This aircraft is heading out to, if I just turn my head. Oh, sorry, I've got the TUI mixed up with the Jet2. So the TUI 737 is heading out to Corfu, and then the Jet2 321 is heading out to Zante. I might have got them two mixed up. I kind of knew which ones were going where. Just forgot the order. Then behind that, we have the FedEx 757. So this aircraft pretty much operates overnight. It operates Paris. So it arrives in from Birmingham probably about 8 o'clock-ish. And loads up with freight, then heads down to Paris, then comes back from Paris and gets unloaded, and then just gets ferried down to Birmingham. So this aircraft is just waiting. It departs about 7:05, and they'll be heading down to a very short hop down to Birmingham. Then final aircraft of the day, we have the FedEx 777. This has also been delayed a bit. So this is loaded up with freight and we'll be heading out to Indianapolis, but because of the mad wide body rush, because of all the turbulence, etc., all the narrow bodies that go out before it have had to, the commercial flights, the passenger flights always get priority over the freighters, because realistically there's not too much, there's more costs involved than a passenger plane. I'd say so anyway. I can't say this is realistic, but from what I can see, there's probably more costs involved of a commercial aircraft going late compared to a freighter aircraft going late. So that's why that's been pushed back. So once the two EasyJets go, the FedEx will then go after them, which is a bit of a long time for it. But then if I swing over, take a look at the schedule. So the time, that little green bar is where we're at now. Apart from all of the aircraft that are already down, they're the last arrivals for what, an hour and a half, an hour or so. So there's plenty of time for these two EasyJets just to push back, get gone. It's pretty much going to be a flood of departures once this Delta is down, which is always good for the airport, so it can kind of get back to a bit of normality. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and that pretty much sums up the airport update. I've had to film this on the Monday before the Friday, so today's the 17th, as I'm away to Santorini tomorrow, which would be very nice. So I'm still going to try and get out the flight sim videos. I'll schedule them. I'll get this video out, and I can't promise anything. Well, I don't know why I'm saying this, because the Australia airport video, if I get it out, it will already be out. But there won't be 2 weeks worth of Australia airport updates. There's not too much progress on it really. I'll give you an update at least either Tuesday before this video or the Tuesday after, so check it out if it's there, or check it out when it comes out. So thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a very good day and a very good weekend. Adios and goodbye.